human being. Hi, how you doing? And today we're watching Angel Season 3, Episode 19. Okie dokie. So, I just watched, Buffy. We watched the episode where, she, like, was hallucinating and, like, you know, she thought she was, you know, it was a lot. I really enjoyed it. So for the last Angel episode, we got, the kind of gun-centric-ish episode where, he had, like, that whole, like, deal or whatever, where, like, he, like, sold his soul, kind of. That was a whole lot. But yeah, I don't remember any comments, really, that I really need to say. I did have a lot of people that were like, I normally skip this episode on rewatches, but this time around was actually a fun time. So I'm glad, at least, you know, most of you had a fun time for the last one. But someone did comment, and they were like, I am okay with, like, most of this episode, but, like, the one thing I wish they changed was, instead of Fred going to see Wes, it was Cordy, because Cordy's back in town now. I was like, oh my god. That scene at the hospital, I feel like would have been 1,000 times more impactful if it was Cordy. Because, I mean, they're the ones that, like, have, like, the most history, I feel like, in this entire group, honestly. If they added that in, I feel like that whole interaction would have been, like, oh my god, it would have been so much better. Like, after that comment, I was like, ugh. Now I'm upset with that scene. I wasn't even upset with that scene to begin with, but now I'm like, oh, that would have been so much better. But yeah, honestly, I don't believe there was really anything else I should say before we jump into this one. I honestly am not sure where this show is going to keep going, because this is episode 19, so we're like rearing the end, or like, you know, the last stretch of episodes for the season, so it's like, what are they gonna set up? Last season was totally fucking out of the blue. It was like another dimension, another universe. I don't even fucking know, honestly. But it's like, so we had that. So honestly, anything could happen, and that could be the end of the season, you know? But yeah, like I said, I don't really have anything else to say, so without further ado, let's just get into it. We are zooming.
You and I have fought side by side on more than one occasion. Fellow warriors.
I forgot Grusalik was the thing. Hello.
I now my counsel, so I beseech you to heed my words. Okay.
You said so many words. I am trying to comprehend.
The old gives the place character philosophy.
Oh
Guess that served you pretty well, living in rotted out mansions and...
I don't know why I bought this for.
Stop.
It's a whim, I guess. Thought he'd like to look at it. It doesn't ever snow in Southern California.
It did once.
No!
Hey, you know, we shouldn't be...
Cordy?
Angel, we don't have any cases.
Really?
We haven't had a call in over a week.
Okay, shot. Okay.
Angel investigation?
Okay, director. Please. If I saw that, I'd be out. Why are you being so aggressive?
Look, unless you want me to take my business elsewhere.
Ew? Was that a lobster? Ew! No, stop. I'm gonna...
Yes. Hi.
I'm gonna throw up.
Angel, and you are...
No. What the fuck was that?
We have to go.
Huh?
We?
What?
Absolutely not.
Oh, the pentagram. Look, don't worry about that.
He's like,
an old case.
totally explainable. Oh, where did that come from? It was just in there? Oh. That is one way to start an episode. Thank you very much, Angel the show. Just once, I'd like to start an episode and not be grossed out.
Hey, when do we get the statue for the lobby? Oh, it's just you.
Why is it just standing there like
Something
that?
about this line. The guy barely said 2 words before he ran out of here.
Well, you know, some people can be pretty closed-mouthed.
Nothing like yours
Never
truly
really
over
talked
here.
about everything that happened while I was away.
You know the gist of it?
I know you don't want to talk about it, but you don't mess with dark magics and expect to just walk away like it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It was a waste of time.
Still, I should probably know what kind of spell it was. Powers, there could be repercussions. And you know the one person who might be able to help us with that isn't around anymore. Not going there, just saying assai and what you did.
Okay, so maybe I wasn't thinking too clearly. I mean, I was drunk for a while there, drunk on my own son's blood. Over a trusted friend stealing my child from me. Damn it, Cordelia, you got me talking about this.
Probably just needed to vent. Why didn't you call me?
I didn't want to mess up your vacation. I thought one of us should be happy.
Stop it.
I've got a hotline to the frickin' Powers Buster. I could have gotten a vision or something to warn us. Oh, plus, I've got demon in me now. So maybe there is some untapped power that could have helped find Connor before, before.
Who needed to vent?
I should have been here for you.
Find me a case to work on. Please.
Throwing himself into his work. Let's go. Oh my god. Is it the dude?
Where? Okay.
I hear congratulations are in order.
Excuse me?
Gavin. What a pleasant surprise.
Who directed this?
People are saying
He was
he's
having
made
a
great
field day
strides
with this
forward
one.
Angel. He tried to kill one of his people at a hospital.
Wow.
She's like,
Gav,
ooh.
You're quick. Maybe
Ooh.
your next news.
Well, in any case, Angel tried to kill a human, bringing him one step closer to his dark side, one step closer to
Please.
us.
All on my watch.
Congratulations, Lila.
Thanks, Gavin.
That is so interesting.
It's funny.
Like, how they're, like, talking about it as if, like,
Actually,
it's a video game or something. Like, yeah, I did that.
look, he doesn't have to forgive Wesley.
Glad you think so, because not happening.
Yeah.
Probably best we never mention the guy's name again.
Probably for the best. Probably.
I say we toss in the towel and buy a big-ass throw rug. Who's with me?
That honor is mine, Princess.
Oh.
Stop it.
Cordy, I know that didn't sound very good, but he is a puppy dog. A sexy, well-built, go-all-night puppy dog. Okay, that sounded worse. No.
Excuse me?
How horrible he must be feeling. Angel's feelings are the only ones I care about. He's my priority. I got dosed with demon DNA for that man. I'm semi-demon, and I still don't know what that means. Except sometimes it's hard to tell when I'm...
Oh.
Angel?
I thought he was gonna do a
What's
cartwheel.
going on?
Oh, I'll tell you what's going on. Big brouhaha at the juice bar
What?
across the street.
What are you
Only right on
wearing?
the ha-ha. Some guy over there's cracking up.
Did I just hallucinate?
You're
Wasn't
standing
Angel,
there
like,
all
thrown
shocked,
across the
and
room or
then
something?
whammo, you're thrown across the...
Working here.
Look out! Dude's got Ebola or something.
Oh my god.
This
Ugh.
I know you. Hi.
Lauren, literally, what are you
me?
wearing?
Yeah.
He looks like he
Gonna
should be
take
at
a
like a
walk.
noir or
My
something.
office. Okay, people. Looks like we got a case.
Oh my. This poor guy is fighting for his life
Let's get him on
in
the
a
couch.
smoothie place. And you're like, yeah, let's fucking go. I got something I can work on.
No, we. He kept saying we. This morning it was, we have to go. Now it's, we're thirsty.
Okay, so he's pretentious. Angel, we need to talk about my vision. Here's purely for my
Okay,
amusement.
that
They
was a
tell me
vision.
when
I
someone's
was-
in danger, and that someone is you.
Oh,
I for real thought I
I'm in danger.
hallucinated
What
that
else is
for-
new?
but
Look, I want to
okay.
deal with somebody else. He's the one we should be concerned with,
Not
not
only
me.
that.
This has nothing to do with me.
You!
Oh.
This is all happening because of you!
Oh my god.
My fault.
That's what the Sandman said.
How was this my fault? I was trying to help him. What are you going to say that for?
He just
didn't.
disintegrated. Stop it! I don't want to look at it. Stop!
Angel?
What?
not really the hunter type. Can't I just come along for moral support?
The directing in this
Hotel's so
episode?
tight.
Good. Don't want anyone else getting infected.
Absolutely amazing.
This weapon should serve me better.
It's a little big for our purposes, don't you think?
I've had no complaints.
Stop.
Okay, Cordy, you and Gru start
Okay.
the third floor.
Now this
Please.
is gonna start.
That's why Fred's gonna hit the books. See what we're dealing with.
Not vacuuming up. Oh no.
Angel, I don't even know where to begin to look. Demon.
Creatures manifested as byproduct of using dark magic.
I was gonna say, was it like something that came through when he did like the whole thing?
I don't want to hear it.
I didn't say anything.
Let's keep it that way.
Well, was I wrong?
Lord, it's my mess. Now that spell I did was for nothing. I didn't find my son. Now he's gone forever. So you ask me, was it worth it? Would I do it again? In a heartbeat, because he was my son.
You tell him, Angel. I wanna see it. Ew.
Well, go team.
Ah!
Oh, now that wasn't so.
No!
And I'm with you.
Make it stop,
Keep it going,
please.
serious. Those little feelers or whatever sticking out of its face.
Yeah, I know.
Slithering around like a worm
I know.
with its
We're on the
slimy-
same page. I hate
Charles,
it.
I meant I hate going through these books.
Oh. Oh yeah, books. That's rough.
Everything.
Like, yeah,
on
that too.
thermogenesis
That
is-
too.
It's me to research stuff on wave particle dualities or the Schrodinger equation, and I'm a hellcat. But this,
Just like, I didn't
Angel
sign
is
up
just
for
gonna have to
this.
realize that I
And I don't prefer something I can punch. Something that doesn't make that sick little squishy, crunchy noise when you kill it. But I think we can handle one little slug from
shot.
hell.
Oh, the directing in this episode, oh my god. Just gun walking on a frame and then... Okay, Lila. Now what's this? No! Lila, I cannot do this today. Are you... Is the spider gonna hack it?
Plasmic infection.
I'm gonna...
Speaking of,
You got the email?
No, the
one
tarantula
confidential,
knowing
when I
the
have to use
fucking
a magic bug
password.
to open, the one that officially you shouldn't even know about.
I'm sorry.
Must have been a glitch
The
in the
shot of the tarantula on the...
So,
Why do I care again?
one word. Thermogenesis.
The spell.
The one you helped him perform. Think the senior partners might be upset if Angel died as a result of a spell you helped him cast?
She's like, shit, I
gotta
forgot
be
that's
kidding me.
my dream,
And with
not...
Linwood on vacation, unreachable, this is a dilemma.
You said earlier that Angel's feelings were your only concern. He was all that matters.
Oh. Oh no, Gruey, I meant work priority. You're my other stuff priority. You get that, right? Gru. Honey,
Is it on her?
we can talk about this. Get it!
Oh my
It's going
god.
down.
At least we have one advantage.
What? They glow in the dark? How's that supposed to help us unless we shut off all the lights and the holy crap, you're not serious.
Boy, this just keeps getting funner and funner.
Oh
Glad
man.
to see that you're enjoying
Just like,
yourself. 'Cause
right,
somebody's
yeah,
gotta go down
okay.
to the basement and shut off the power.
No.
I love this episode so far. Just like the ambiance of it all, you know? She actually gonna find something or no, no, stop. Is she? Oh my fucking god. This is gonna be like a zombie movie and she's gonna like try and hide this, but she's just like visibly like dying, you know?
As soon as we kill these creatures, I'll talk to Angel.
Make me nervous,
Maybe
Fred.
he'll... Fred?
Oh my god.
We're thirsty.
Not the fucking snow globe.
You can't let it Yes. It will kill. Oh, it really doesn't like you.
Feelings mutual.
That's it. Come on.
How is she gonna feel if taking her out of here causes more people to die?
She or you?
Me?
All this is happening because of you. What you did, this is your fault. The hell with the consequences.
My son
is dead. Fred's not.
Hey.
Oh. What? Ew. Oh, God, I love this episode. Aside from that. Ugh. Stop it.
Too hot. Too hot. Where's Charles? What? He's gone.
Meet up with the shaman exterminator in 15. Is the SWAT team in place?
Did she just say shaman
Cleanup
exterminator?
crew should be...
A little late, but okay. Have fun.
Please,
What
he
did you
is.
He's
such a little bitch.
Fine. Play your little games. I've got to go save my immortal enemy. What? What did he say, Gavin?
Let him die. Let them all die. Oh, and then there was the part about you overstepping your bounds, about how you'd have to pay for the unauthorized ops out of your salary. I'm not ahead of the game.
I'm getting some mixed signals.
Need your help?
I love how heat's also a thing. Like, hello, Mind Flayer from Stranger Things.
Angel!
Oh, easy. I want to talk to that thing inside of you
Yes,
now.
Angel.
I want to know
Yes.
what you are. What are you fleeing from?
The bringer of torment, agony, death.
Is there something bigger in the hotel?
The destroyer.
Oh, lovely. I love the name.
It's just not the name you want to hear. It's coming after you. Angel.
Ooh, I am getting chills.
I need to know how to get these slugs out of someone who's been infected. Force it out somehow.
Sorry.
Don't give me that. Wes,
Sorry you wasted your time.
it's Fred.
Oh my God. Oh, his neck.
She's dying.
I was dying. Throat cut, life pouring out of me. Know why I fought to live again.
Wes, I don't have
I
time.
wanted to live. To see my friends again. To explain to the people I loved and trusted my side of what happened. I'll help because it's Fred. But don't come here again. Any of you.
Oh, shit. That I wasn't really expecting, but makes sense.
You and the others get Fred to the hospital.
I thought we talked about that. Infecting the world.
Are they gonna psych him out?
We don't have a choice. They can keep her hydrated there. Hopefully long enough for you to come up with a cure. Damsel in distress, you know what to do.
Angel.
Save Fred, please.
Damsel in distress. Crew's like, on it. I got this. Cordy?
Gordy, I told you
Gordy?
to get out of here.
Put my girl down. News updates later. Just lay her down.
That's what? Oh my God. So they don't like alcohol? Bestie's get in line.
Angel.
Excuse.
What's happening to...
Ma'am? You're glowing. What the fuck is happening? Cordy? Was that a little demon
You
thing?
are truly a goddess.
Well, demoness anyway.
Got this idea. Alcohol dehydrates the body, gets the slug out.
Oh, he knows.
Okay, so I took off when those things started coming out of the floor. It's not like I was running out on you. I was... Look, someone I care about was dying.
So we good?
Good? We're not good. Is everybody forgetting we got a little unexpected company on the way? It goes by the initials of the Destroyer.
That is true.
Destroyer. I remember the destroyer's coming. I think now.
Hi, Dad.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! I'm over the fucking moon right now. That was such a good fucking episode. That was so fucking good. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to settle down. I am sorry. I need to settle down. That was insane. I need to know who fucking directed this and wrote this episode right the fuck now. Okay, so this one is called The Price. Has a 7.5 rating. Who the fuck is giving this any lower than an 8? Who? I need an explanation right the fuck now in these comments. What is wrong? What is wrong with... I get it. The monster was a little fucking weird. I hated every second of it. But literally, oh my god. Oh. So good. So fucking good. Written by David Fury. David, fuck it up. Directed by Marita Grabiak? I am so sorry, girl. I need to look you up. Oh, damn. She's only really done Hallmark stuff. Girl. And she's done, like, a couple episodes of, like, other shows. But, girl, this... I just... There's just something about it that, like... Oh, God. It just had such... Like... Oops, sorry. Move this. It just had such a atmosphere to it, and I adore it. It's so fucking good. Okay, so this one is called The Price. I like that title. Obviously the price of doing the spell and everything is this, you know, the whole, like, you know, like the repercussions and everything for doing the spell and everything. Oh my god, so good. I don't even know where to begin. I'm at a loss for words. Okay, I need to settle the fuck down. Again, the monster was a lot. Y'all already know me. I hate anything like squeamish or that crawls or anything. Absolutely fucking not. I cannot handle it. It's just... I'm sorry. And, I feel like I freaked the fuck out when I saw Lila grab the tarantula. I'm sorry. I get so freaked out by certain things. I apologize. Anyways, let's talk about that whole thing. So, I loved it, obviously. So the guy comes in, he's, like, trying to look for help, and then, the thing, like, jumps at him, gets into him, all that nonsense. And it's so cool, like, because we're like, oh my god, that was in Angel Investigations? How the fuck did that happen? How did it get in there? And then, like, we progressively find out, like, oh, this huge spell that Angel did a couple episodes ago, like, that actually has repercussions on, you know, where he did it in Angel Investigations. And it's, like, a rift, basically, in the hotel. There's, like, a rift between our universe and that universe, I guess. So fucking cool. And I feel like, okay, like, the first shot is of this big crack. And, if you've seen Doctor Who, I feel like you know exactly what I'm about to say. But in, like, the first episode of one of the seasons, I feel like it's, like, the 11th Doctor. I'm almost positive. The 11th Doctor. The whole thing is, like, there's this crack in someone's, wall, and, like, it's, like, a rift to, like, another thing, or there's, like, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, like, it comes from another place through that crack. And at first I was like, ooh, what's this? Is there, like, a little crack? Like, but obviously they're just, like, you know, it kind of got blown up, that room, so obviously there's gonna be a crack on the wall. But there is, like, an actual, like, rift in the lobby. Oh my god. So fucking good. But yeah, it's really cool that, like, that is from the other dimension. But yeah, so then we, like, see glimpses of the dude at, like, a smoothie place being like, gimme something to drink. I loved the we thing, where, like, as soon as they get, like, you know, like, the thing gets in their body, they start saying we. Literally so fucking good. And I, just, God, the whole, like, subset of, like, demons or, like, monsters in movies where, like, they overtake the body, obviously they always remind me of, like, Alien, and, oh, God, it freaks me the fuck out. Those types of monsters just get to me somehow, like, they know exactly what to get at. So getting to see this, it just works so well for me. Obviously, if you don't really care about those types of monsters, or, like, they don't affect you, or, you know, if you just don't really like them, understandable. For me, they work so fucking well. It's just so fucking good. It's so good. And the whole, like, when Fred got, like, I keep wanting to say possessed, but they weren't, like, overtaken by these, like, slugs. They looked like krill. And they also looked like a lobster when I first saw them. Anyways, these little guys, when they overtook Fred's body, and then Fred, like, has this moment where she's like, and they really don't like you, pointing at Angel. I'm just imagining, like, in her head, this little guy being like, fuck you! And they're just like, come on, fight him! Like, they just hate him. Honestly, But yeah, so then, just continuing on with, like, the whole, slug kind of thing. Again, the directing in this episode, I absolutely love. Literally, girl, I just looked you up. You need to do more, like, this kind of thing. 'Cause this was, just, it was so good. It was so good. Like, just the way that the camera was able to, like, show so much, like, just, it made the entire scene where, like, so ominous. It just made the entire episode so, like, like, it felt so weird. And the whole atmosphere of it, I freaking loved. But, obviously you can just, like, bring that up to, or, you know, bring that to, like, just the whole atmosphere of, like, you know, the lights are off and they're just walking around with light, like, flashlights and stuff. Obviously that's gonna, like, create a mood, but just some of these clips I really loved. The first shot of that one dude when he's walking in, and it's, like, this one shot where it's, like, kind of like this, and, like, he walks into frame. So freaking good. I will say there were a few shots that I feel like didn't work that well. Like, they just seemed off a little bit. I feel like there was only, like, one shot of Cordy that I was like, oh, okay. But just also, like, the way that the camera moves to, like, show the movement in the scene. Like, in the scene where Lila takes out the tarantula, which I will talk about in a second. Guy comes in and is, like, talking to her. Which I need to rewatch that scene because I was laughing too hard to get anything out of it. I apologize. Let me rewatch it real quick. Okay, so I guess that's like some sort of security measure so that Lila, like, if there's, like, a confidential email, they have to have a magic bug open it? Absolutely not. Like, he's basically, like, walking and being like, wow, so Angel's gonna fucking die on your watch? Yeah, good luck with that, sister. And then he walks out. And just the movement of this camera, I cannot get over. It just shows, like, how panicked Lila must be. Like, oh shit, fuck. You know, the spell that I helped him, you know, do is now causing this, and he might, you know, it's so good. And then, oh, don't even get me fucking started with the Dutch angles during that one scene, honey, it was so good. It was so fucking good. Sometimes a Dutch angle is a little much. During this one scene where Fred is like talking to Angel, but as the freaking slug thing, so good. So good. I'm so sorry. I'm like losing my marbles over this. I love the show. I adore it. So don't take my next comment as like anything bad, but I wish more episodes of Angel felt like this, because I feel like Angel is such a perfect show to be so like ominous, and and I feel like we only get a couple of these episodes where like it's truly the entire episode. It's like feels like this, it's just so good. So yeah, the one thing I will say to like kind of like criticize more so the writing in this episode, what the fuck is Cordy turning into like a ball of light? Is that a common thing that most demons can do? I was so fucking confused. I thought that the little slug thing was like bad for like the type of demon that she was, and she was having like some sort of reaction to it. I thought the worst. But they were becoming like a ball of light so that they could kill all of them, which love that. I just love when like a monster has like a weakness like that, I know it's so cliche at this point, but it's so fucking good. It's so good. I know Stranger Things obviously did it 20 years later, but it's cliche because it works. It's, at least for me, obviously, definitely tell me what you guys think, but it's just so simple and just like boom, yes, can't do light, can't do heat, yes, love it. So back to the ball of light. That was a lot. I feel like they wrote themselves into a hole because obviously they could figure out what would stop the little slug from being in Fred, so they figured that out, but then they couldn't figure out how to fix the whole 500 slugs being in Angel Investigations. And then with the whole Lila thing, they brought that up, and then they were like, maybe that, and then they had the whole scene where the guy was like, actually, Angel pretty much tortured our boss, so I don't think he's gonna be too keen on you helping him. And then I was like, shit. So that whole thing, it's like, oh, maybe they can help. And then they take that away, and it's like, what now? Obviously, we don't have Wes, and we don't have a whole lot of research on this. How are we going to fix it? And I feel like the whole ball of light thing, I don't know, it just came out of left field, and I was very confused by it. I don't know. I feel like if we, in the past, have talked about these powers that Cordy has gotten because of her being a demon, I feel like it would have been a lot more, I guess, justified? I don't know. I hope it doesn't happen again where, like, some random power that Cordy has because she's a demon, because reasons, she can do this. And it's like, okay, kind of a cop-out, kind of, whatever. I'll let it slide, obviously, because I enjoyed this episode. But that is one thing that I was like, okay, yeah, they couldn't think of anything else to, like, fix it. But again, I don't really understand how demons work a whole lot of the time. So, that could be completely plausible, and that's just how Cordy is. But it did seem to come out of left field for me. Definitely tell me what you guys think about that. Okay, and now I want to talk about a little love triangle between Gru, Cordy, and Angel. Obviously, it was kind of put on the back burner for a while, with the baby and, getting, kidnapped and all that, putting it on the back burner. Now we're bringing it back. Oh, and it seems so organic. Like the whole, obviously, love triangles can sometimes be like, okay, you're pushing this, but the whole, like, Gru being a little jealous of Angel because Cordy was like, you know, he is my number one priority right now. Like, that's, like, where I need to be at. And him overhearing that, I was like, oh, is he seeing how Cordy really is with Angel? Oh. And obviously, I understand they're friends. I'm also just a Cordy Angel shipper, so I like it. But also, like, they do have, like, an insane bond between them, and how he basically wouldn't talk about any of this until Angel was like, or until Cordy came to him and started talking about it, and they finally talked about it in this episode near the beginning, which, so good. I am so glad that they brought up Cordy not being called during this entire thing, because, like, what the fuck? You know, she gets the vision, she does all that, she's worked with Angel for so long, and then it's like, you didn't call her up? I understand wanting to, you know, let her do her thing, but what the fuck? So I'm just really glad that they brought that up, and Cordy was able to kind of have that moment where she's, like, upset, you know? Because I feel like she has a right to be upset about the whole situation, because I would be pissed if I come back and my friend that I worked with for so long, I come back and their child is gone because of, like, this whole, you know, set of circumstances, all this. And it's also like, what if Cordy was there? Do you think Wes might have actually gone to her? Because I feel like that also puts it into, like, you know, because obviously we have the whole isolation arc that Wes went through where, like, he, like, just distanced themselves. We have Gunn and Fred that are now dating, and it's like, okay, I kind of had a thing with Fred for a hot second, I don't really want to go to her. And then with Angel, it's like that the prophecy is about him and him killing his child, possibly. Don't think I want to go to him. He probably doesn't know Lauren that well, you know, given that he basically, knocks him out in that one episode when he tries to take the baby. With Cordy, obviously, they have a lot of history. Like, this is what I'm just thinking of, like, Cordy is probably thinking, like, if I was there, I would have, you know, maybe helped Wes, or I could have seen that Wes is, you know, struggling with something, I could have helped him, or he could have come to me and we could have talked or anything. I don't know, I'm just saying, like, it would have been easier for Wes to do something besides go to Holtz or anything like that. But yeah, so I really like that, and, yeah, just, I am also glad. I was worried after the last episode that they were gonna kind of drop the whole Angel being sad about the baby and everything. Because at the end of the episode, it was kind of like, oh, is he moving on? You know, like, taking down the nursery and everything. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I'm glad that it's, like, a continuing thing. And it's not going to be something that he just gets over. Because how the fuck do you get over that, you know? But speaking of the baby, it brings us to this last scene where he fucking comes back. Oh my fucking god. Am I just assuming it? Yeah, that's him, right? And he just aged more? Oh my god. I can't do this. I cannot do this. First of all, the freaking monster destroyer dude at the end. What in the Scooby-Doo was that? Literally reminded me of, if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Island, and they have, like, these weird demon things that at the time, for, you know, just the effects and everything, it looks really weird. Literally reminded me of that. I was like, what in the Scrappy-Doo is that? But yeah, then we have this kid jumping through. Oh my god. Then the fucking camera up. Oh my god. It's so good. It's just... oh my god. I love it. I love it. And, okay, I'm gonna make a very obscure reference, because I'm sure most people haven't seen this, and if they have, they've probably forgotten this movie existed. Jurassic Park 3. I'm gonna say, I've seen it 5 million times, okay? It's one of those movies that I had on DVD as a kid, so I've watched it so many times. I know it's bad. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. But remember, if you've seen it, or I'm gonna explain it to you, in that movie, there's, this kid that goes on vacation with his dad, and they, like, go, like, on, like, this little thing where, like, they're, like, paragliding, or what is it called? Where, like, they're behind a boat, and then they're, like, flying. I forget. But they're doing that behind a boat around the island that was Jurassic Park with all the dinosaurs. And obviously they don't realize it because it's years later, yada yada. So the driver gets killed mysteriously by a dinosaur. I don't even know, honestly. It's a bad movie, okay? Anyways, the dad and the boy, they have to, like, cut off, and because they're, like, about to crash, and then they go to the island, and then, never heard from them again, because obviously they couldn't call their mom or whatever. And then the mom, who's, like, divorced from the dad, finds, Dr. Grant. They kind of trick him into coming to the island, but, they get to the island, and they're like, okay, I need to find my son. And then, later on in the movie, they find the son. Dr. Grant finds the son, and he looks exactly like this kid, and he's, like, all cool, and he's, like, you know, he knows how to, make the dinosaurs go away. He has, like, these little, like, gas bomb, basically, where, like, he throws them at him, and he's able to, like, distract the dinosaurs, and he's able to get away, and he has, like, this whole, like, tank, basically, where, like, he's living, and I love it. Anyways, long story short, this kid reminds me of him, and I'm like, I'm so excited to see what the fuck happens. So I have a couple things. Is this the same portal that they jumped into, or is this a different universe, or a different alternative reality of the kid? I don't think so. I think it's the same thing, and it, like, that's the baby that Angel had in our universe. Where's Holtz at? I am assuming he died. I don't really know. But then he jumps through. Did he have a picture of Angel and he just knew? Or he was like, he's like a duckling where, like, they open their eyes when they're little ducklings, and they're like, the first thing they see, they're like, you're my mom. They're like, he's like, just jumps out. He's like, you're the first man I've seen. Yes, you are my dad, correct? Anyways, regardless, it's still fucking cool. So is the Destroyer his pet or something? I doubt it. It's gotta be some, like, monster, right? And then they're gonna, like, kill him in the beginning of the next episode. Watch it be his pet or something. That'd be hilarious. There's just so many parts of this episode that I just... It's so freaking good. And okay, I am going to make another obscure reference, but it's also a recommendation. If you enjoyed this episode and, like, the whole vibe of it, I definitely recommend the movie Triangle, which is, like, kind of a suspense movie. Not even remotely close to the same plot, but the whole vibe and everything of, like, just people walking around and trying to, like, find things. Oh, God. And, like, the whole, like, plot twist and everything, and, like, trying to find out, like, what, you know, like, trying to figure out things. And then progressively getting more information and, you know, being basically mind-fucked by the end of the episode, by the end of the movie. If you're interested in that, definitely recommend that movie. I loved it. It is an early 2000s movie, so keep that in mind. It is, you know, has all the qualities of an early 2000s movie, I will put it that way. Not me Googling Triangle and then being surprised that the movie didn't pop up. Anyways, but yeah, so just that movie, if you've seen it, I feel like you would get what I'm saying, but just the whole vibe of, like, just walking around in the dark and, like, trying to figure out things, and this episode also just reminded me of, like, you know, basic, like, zombie movies and, like, The Walking Dead and stuff. You know, like, the one guy that, like, gets bit by a zombie, and he's, like, trying to deny it. Like, don't check my arm. I know I'm foaming at the mouth, but don't check my arm. I'm totally fine. I wasn't bit by a zombie at all. Don't even question. But, yeah. I just love it. But also, before I end this, I forgot about the tarantula. I was about to talk about Wes, but, the tarantula, what the fuck? That was hilarious. The shot of the tarantula on a fucking number pad, and then they pan up, and it's entering the password. comedy gold. Yeah, so Gunn went to Wes to try and figure out, like, what, you know, he could do to get Fred, you know, free from the whole, you know, slug thing. But, yeah, very interesting. I wasn't really expecting this. I was expecting him to be like, oh my god, hi. Wow, you're actually talking to me. But no, he's like, fuck you guys. So everyone hates each other around here, apparently. Which, again, I feel like I can understand both sides. But in the grand scheme of things, I feel like Wes did make the most mistakes. Just because, again, he could have gone to anyone besides Holt. He could have gone to fucking anyone. And he just decided not to. And again, I understand not wanting to go to Angel. I understand, you know, being, you know, feeling like you're isolated and you have to just do this by yourself. I understand. But, like, at some point, you have to, like, take a step back and be like, I am trying to save this child. I'm gonna try and do what's best for them, you know? Again, I feel like in some, you know, wherever Wes's head was at, I feel like he thought he was doing what was best, but I don't think he would have ever gotten to that mindset if he, you know, didn't isolate himself and he didn't separate himself from the group, you know, and if he instead talked to someone. Yeah, it was very interesting to see Wes being like, no, I, don't want to fucking work with you because I come back from basically almost dying and I get smothered by the person that I was trying to help. Which, again, I understand Wes. From your point of view, that's kind of bad. From Angel's point of view, yeah, it's understandable. But yeah, oh my god, I cannot believe this ending. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna stop just screaming about this episode because this was a good one. This season has had so many bangers. So I feel weird saying that I feel like this is like my top 5 for the season. But obviously because I also haven't finished the season. But this is definitely up there. This was just so freaking good. So freaking good. And of course the ending is actually like giving me something that I can like move forward with, like for the plot and everything, and it's like pushing it forward, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, now we have him back, where are we going with this now? So I'm very curious to see what happens with all of that, and oh god, I'm excited for this. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. So yeah, thank you to all my beautiful patrons over on Patreon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!